Hello everyone. So today we're going to be doing a New Year's Eve get ready with me. Okay, so I'm boiling some water to make a matcha right now before we get started on my makeup. And I thought it would be fun to take a little shot of the spiced cherry whiskey together so that I can be a little more loose while I'm doing my makeup and then just have my matcha for afterwards. So I'm going to do that. I'm waiting on Robbie to get some Coca-Cola to mix this with later for when we go to his brother's house. Cheers. Okay, so sorry if I don't have the best lighting set up right now. So hopefully you can just see. So the first thing I'm gonna start off with, I have clean moisturized skin already. And then the first thing I'm gonna start off with my eyes is this NYX Pigment Primer. And it does really good with bringing out vibrant eyeshadows and loose pigments. So we're gonna do that first. Okay, and that only takes a few moments to get tacky, and you want it to be tacky. And the first thing I'm gonna do for like my base layer is gonna be just like a plain whitish cream color. And I'm gonna be using this Morphe palette. I'm not sure on which one it is, I'm sorry. It just has all these really nice fall neutral colors in it. And I'm gonna be taking this lightest shade right here. And then I'm gonna be covering my whole lid on both eyes with it, so it has a nice white base. Taking this super fluffy brush, and then just pack it all over the lid, and like nice swirly blending motions. Okay, now that your base is laid on, what I'm gonna be doing is a like metallic-y blue eye look. So the first thing I'm gonna start out with is I'm gonna take this same fluffy brush, but I'm going to take this Jeffree Star Cosmetics Androgyny palette, and I'm gonna be using these two like blue shades right here, and I'm gonna take the lightest shade right here first and just go on the outer corner and buff it around, and the inner corner and buff it around. Okay, and see how it's like, I'm gonna start fanning it out into kind of a V out to my like end of my eyebrow right here. And don't worry if it's messy, we're gonna clean it up later at the end. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of the same color and place it on the inner corners and kind of smoke it out as well. And then I'm gonna slightly connect them right here just to kind of buff in some of this middle part right here. We're going to be leaving the center without product until we get to the last step of this eye look probably. So this is what I have so far. It looks very messy. Trust the process. Okay, so the next color I'm gonna take is this darker blue right here. And this shade was called Poison in the palette, and this one's called Swallow. So I'm gonna take this one and literally put it like on the same area, just not as high up. You'll see what I mean. And then the brush I'm using is this like fluffy brush that's got kind of a more like tapered pointed end. So I'm starting like more towards my lash line and working my way up and not being as messy with this one. Because later on we're going to blend it in together. This is kind of blending in as well, but right now we're just packing in color. And see the depth that it's adding into that. It's basically kind of the same color. You just have to add in different layers to give it that smoky yet precise look. And when I'm blending right here, I'm following like the curvature of my eye so I don't go above the crease. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna slightly take it out and smoke it towards the other color and point it out towards where the end of our eyebrow is. So we're just blending those two blues together basically. And I will add a teensy bit of the darker blue just to kind of have a blending effect, just so you can see where we're going with it. And then we're gonna clean it up later, like underneath, and make it more precise. Okay, as long as you have like that typical shape happening, I know it's kind of like, I'm gonna kind of work on it right here, and that's where like your fluffy blending brush will come in. This is a fluffy blending brush that I have that I don't have product on, so I just use it to kind of buff in some of the spaces and stuff. So you're just gonna kind of play around with it. Everyone's eye shapes are different, everyone's skin texture is different, so it's not gonna be the same, so don't worry. Don't get discouraged. I F it up all the time. Practice makes kind of perfect. So just keep trying. So you see the typical shape we have, and once we go in with some micellar water and cut that edge out, it'll look 10 times better anyway. So don't spend too much time on that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go ahead and take that dark blue color, put it on the inner corners of both eyes, and do the same thing on this. So I'm gonna do a little speed up of that. Okay, so we have those two bases done. That's like the biggest, hardest part of this whole thing. So let's go ahead and do the middle part. I'm going to do probably this blue. It's from the Venus 2 palette from Lime Crime. But I'm using this blue color, which is called Filter, in that palette. It's so beautiful. So what I'm going to do for this, brushes don't really get the job done, so I'm just gonna use my fingertip and I'm just gonna pack it on right there, and it's so like velvety smooth. So what I'm gonna do is take that, pack it on there, and just put it in the middle where we have the white exposed. So, and then yes, it's gonna look a little less blended in afterwards, but we're gonna take our blending brush and blend everything back together. Okay, so this is like what it should look like. I know the sides don't look very blended, so what we're gonna do is take that brush you used for the darkest portion, don't put any more product on it, just take the edges of it and just kind of like feather it in, just so the edges kind of meet and it's not such a harsh line. So it just like gives it a little bit more blend. So now for the inner corners, I'm gonna take the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and then I'm just gonna dab the corners of my eyes just to give it a highlight. And then you just blend it in with your finger and it warms it up. And then it just gives that like highlighted icy effect to it. So I've done this eye look before and I put this jumbo eye pencil in my waterline, and you can still do that, but I think I'm gonna go for a more like sultry look with that. So I'm gonna take is that the lip pencil? No, I'm gonna take this eye pencil. I'm not even sure the brand on this. It was like something super cheap at Ulta though. Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil. It's a black, just basic top of the line eye pencil. And I'm gonna line my top waterline and my bottom waterline. I'm gonna take that same ethereal color and just pop it in the inner corners on top of that milk color. Okay, next, I don't think I'm gonna do like a winged eyeliner or anything. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and clean up the blue and then do my mascara. Ooh. So I'm gonna take the micellar water and just put it on a Q-tip. And then I'm just gonna clean up each edge to make it a little bit sharper. You can let it either be more smoky or clean it up like that. Last time I did it, I had it more smoky. Looked beautiful. I just wanted to see what it looked like sharped out like that, because I'm still gonna put a little bit of blue underneath here. But I like the way it looks. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and take that shade Poison. And then I'm gonna put it on my lower lash line. Okay, so pretty much the eyeshadow part is done at that point. I'm just gonna put on some mascara and see if I need to add anything else. So right now I've just been using the Maybelline Great Lash, a classic. My mom used to wear this all the time in the early 2000s and 90s. Okay, so after doing the mascara, I really don't think it needs anything else on the eyes. Like obviously you could go crazy and add like some more stuff, but I'm really happy with it. So now what we're gonna do is add a little bit of blush. I'm not wearing foundation tonight, so I'm adding this MAC blush in this shade Prism. It's a matte blush. And I'm gonna add that to the balls of my cheeks. I'm already red, so I really don't need that much. And then just kind of bring it up, so it brings your cheekbones up too. Okay, and then the next thing we're gonna add is highlight to the cheekbone right here and right underneath where I put my blush. Where is my highlighter? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is take the same highlight I put on my brow bone and right here, and it's the BH Cosmetics. They probably still have this online, but really any highlighter that you have will work. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here, which is Glow. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that, put it on this highlighting brush, and then I'm just gonna put it right where my cheekbone pokes out and do a little bit of stippling motions, and then just kind of brush it upwards. You don't wanna brush your products down because it brings down your face. You wanna bring everything up. And you see just that glow, dewy finish it adds to it. I'm gonna do the same thing, but not really add that much more product right down here, so it gives like the high-low effect. So when the light catches it, it'll look like I have this nice like cheekbone thing without doing contour. Do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm gonna take that lighter color and put it on my tip of my nose, like right here on the ball of it. Then I'm just gonna do super light wispy motions back and forth, and just do like kind of tapping. Instead of like brushing, I'm like tapping. And then I'm going to take the brush and take my fingers and squeeze it and make it long like this, and just go down the bridge of my nose with the same shade. And it'll, when the light hits, it'll just have a great effect. And then I'll just put like the rest of the excess and dust it like right here on my chin. Super glowy, super dewy. It's the look I like. I used to like a matte look when I was younger, but now that I'm getting older, I really like looking like I have young, youthful, moisturized skin. So yeah, like I didn't have to put on foundation because my skin's not really breaking out or anything right now. And I know with how the humidity is tonight and the rain and everything, I'm gonna get super sweaty and hot because I already am, and when I'm drinking I get that way anyway. So I'm just gonna take it easy and just have minimal makeup on. I have enough on my eyes already. I'm already having to bring out the fan because it's like 70 degrees in Georgia right now, which is insane. And then for my brows, I'm using this Revolution brand brow pencil. I'm not using the pencil part though. I'm just using the brow clear gel part. I'm just gonna brush my brows up just to give them a little something. This is like pretty much out. I don't know why I'm even using it, to be honest, but there's a little something in there. If y'all have a brow gel, like just a clear gel recommendation, put it down in the comments because I really, really love Milk's Kush Brow. But I wanted to see if y'all had any that y'all recommended over that. And that's how I wear my brows now. I really need to get them waxed and get them trimmed down a little bit, but I like the like kind of free, bushy look to it instead of having them like precise and boxed in. I like a natural brow. And I'm tempted to bleach my brows too. And then of course I have my little freckle right here that I always accentuate with just a little bit of black eyeliner. I just do a little dot right there just to give it more of a color. And then I dab it just to make it less black. So now we're gonna do lips and then we will be done with this. I'm gonna take the NYX lip liner in Blackberry. And then I'm just gonna outline my lips with it, and then we will buff it out. Don't worry if it's messy, we're going to be blending it out. So I am going to take kind of a fluffy brush, kind of knock some of the product off, and then I'm just gonna blend it into my lips. And then you should have something that looks kind of blown out like this. And then I'll be taking this MAC Cosmetics color in the shade Nude de Jour. That probably won't focus, sorry. But this is what it looks like. I'm pretty sure it's from their holiday collection last year. My mom got it in like a gift set for me for Christmas last year or the year before, I really don't know. It's on the older side, but that's what I'm gonna do to fill in the rest and kind of like buff it into the black to give it like a grungy look. And then what I'm going to do for the parts that I can't really get, I'm going to just kind of blend it in with a Q-tip. And then if you want to have the corners a little bit, because I usually have it a little bit more black in the corners, just take the lip liner back and just kind of like darken it a little bit. And then you should have something that looks very similar to this. This is what I'm going to be wearing my makeup like tonight for New Year's Eve. We're gonna be going to Robbie's brother's house, so it's always a fun time over there. So let's go pick out my outfit together and do my hair. Okay, so let's pick out my outfit together. I'll pop up on the screen right here what the weather is looking like for us in Georgia tonight. So I'm definitely gonna have to take that into consideration and not be able to wear a cute winter fit. So I've been dying to wear this sparkly like eyelash style dress forever. It's a 90s dress by the brand Penn Station. I'll show you the tag, it's so amazing. It's this lime green 90s tag, and you can just see the cool like gray and silver shimmer to it. I'm thinking about wearing this, and then let's accessorize and layer together because I still want to have another layer up underneath it to be funky and fun, but I have to consider that it's pretty much going to be blazing hot tonight, especially while I'm drinking. So let's pick out the layers. I wanted to really wear this checkerboard undershirt that I made out of tights, but when I'm wearing it, it's honestly a pretty good layer for fall and winter, so I think I'll be too hot in it, to be honest. And then I think I actually want to have like a fun pop of color in there, so I think I might wear this pink fishnet top up underneath it. Just gonna wear probably these platform boots since it's gonna be raining, you know, it'll keep my dress from getting wet and they'll be comfortable. And then I think just to be on the safe side, just in case the weather decides to change on us like it does all the time, I'm gonna bring this sweater I thrifted the other day. I've already done laundry for it, and it's got this like Fruits magazine vibe to me with the stars in the middle and on the back too. Sorry if you can hear my dog, he just started barking like crazy. But yeah, I think I'm gonna bring this just as another layer. Probably won't wear it there because it's pretty warm outside, but I'll show you what it looks like on with the outfit. Okay, so since it's gonna be super humid, I'm just gonna do like a pigtail bun look, like messy look. It's gonna, because if I do anything to my hair while it's down, it's just gonna frizz up and look worse than it does now. I'm gonna take one of these clear rubber bands and just put my hair in a low pigtail. And then I'm gonna take each little pigtail and just twist it. And then just start circle twisting it around itself. Should look something like that. And then I'll just poke the little ends out. And then you just play with it and mess with it until it looks like you want it to. And then I take out, you know, just some little pieces around my face right here. And this is what it should look like at the end. And then if you want to make the ends more spiky, you can use just like a texture cream or gel and put that on the end, which is what I might do right now to give it a little more of a spiky look, more of the 90s look to go along with this dress. And then now I'll just hairspray them so they stay intact for a long time. This is the Kendra working spray. Well, yeah. Maybe one day when you grow out of them, though.
Care Bears. You gave me this one.
I know.
And this one.
And the green one.
That's lucky